In this video, I will show you how to do brow measurement. In your workbook, please turn to the brow mapping page right here. So right here, I have the numbers all lined up. Now these numbers right here, you don't have to follow them in order. As long as you get all these lines down, that's all that matters. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit first, verbally. So first you're going to find the middle of the brows, splitting the brows into two. Then you're going to find the V, which is right here, to find the length of the brows. And then you're going to find the top front brows right here, and then bottom front brow. And then you're going to find the arch, the highest point of the brow. And then we're going to find the actual arch to see where the arch lays. And after that, you will find your 5 points and you just connect. Now let's practice together. So in your kit, if you have one of these tools, you can use this to measure the brows or to draw a straight line. If you have one of these rulers, you can also measure using this right here. Or you can draw a straight line using this part right here. For the purpose of training, I'm going to use the ruler right here, just so that way it's easier, so it doesn't get in between the angle of the camera. So first of all, we're going to find the middle of the brow. So when you're trying to find the middle of the brow, you don't want to base off of that with the tip of the nose, because sometimes the tip of the nose could be crooked. So you always want to find the middle of the brow right here, right in between the inner corners of the eyes and right where the temple is. So you're going to draw a straight line like this. So that should divide the brows into 2 sections. After that, you're going to find the V, which is the length of the brow. And to find the V, it would be from the cupid bow to the outer corner of the eye. Now notice how sometimes mature clients might have a saggy skin right here. So you definitely don't want to base off of their saggy skin, but more or so on actual like outer corner of the eye, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line like this. Okay, and you would do exactly the same thing on this side as well. I'm going to darken this a little bit more. And don't worry, because sometimes the face in our workbook might not be straight. Sometimes they have their head tilted to like a certain angle. So if it's not straight, it's okay. All right, so now we're going to find the highest point of the arch. So you always want to go very close to their natural brow hair. So I would go really close to here. This model is symmetrical, so it should be easy. But there will be some of like the model in the workbook that has asymmetry going on with their brow. I will go over that in a little bit. So now that you have that triangle, so you have the middle of the brow, then you have the V, then you have the highest point of the brow. Okay, and now you're going to find where the front brow actually starts. And the front brow will always be in between the inner tear duct and right here of the nose. Not the tip, but not the outer corner of the nose, but more kind of like right here, where the bridge kind of like run down. So in between here and here. So it's around here. So this part, you just pretty much eyeing it. Then you're going to do a line here. All right, and you always want to do one side. Choose a good side. For this model right here, I could already tell that this brow is naturally higher than this one. In the video, it might be difficult for you to see since it's so light, but when you actually look in the workbook, you will see this eyebrow is higher naturally than this one. So we usually take the higher one as the more dominant brow. Now some client might like the lower brow, so you just want to make sure you ask the client. And then once when you found the front, don't go over here and draw right away, because you could run into issues where this side you put it right here, and then this side it might be too further this way or too short. So the distance is not the same. So I will show you right now, okay? So once when you draw this line, you're going to use this tool right here. You're going to open this right here, okay? I'm going to do it this way so it's easier for you to see. Okay, so I'm going to measure from the middle, which is from here to here, and then I'm bringing this, hold the ruler right here so it doesn't slip out of your hand. Okay, this is a tool where you want to make sure it's the same thickness. So measure here and then bring this over here, and then you just make a mark right here like that. Okay, and then you can use your ruler and draw a line straight down like this, okay? And then we're going to find the arch. To find the arch, it would be the length of the eye. So you measure the eye, okay, right here, and then bring it to like right here, and then you make a mark. And then hold this, you bring this, mirror it over here, just like that. Okay, so that's with this tool. Now if you have this tool, it's also easy to find right here. You simply just use this, right? On here it's so small, but when you're actually on human, it brings out more. So here you just measure it here, and then the length of the eye, you can just measure it like this and then bring it up like this. All right? And it doesn't matter which leg you're using, so it can be any as long as you get your measurement down. Now that we have the arch, which is right here on both sides, okay, we're going to need to find the top front or the bottom front right here, and you want to go really close to the natural brow hair, which is like right here. Okay, you run the ruler all the way to here. All right, all the way to the outer corner of the eye. I'm going to soften it. So I don't need the ruler, but I'm just using the pencil. When you're actually drawing, you can bring the paper, you know, like flip it around. I just have to station it right now so that way it's you can see just for the video purposes. Round off the arch, and then same thing with over here. Here, and then connect it to the tail. This model has a little like more of a straighter brow but lifted tail. Okay, so now that you connected all the dots, you can erase if you want to. Might be a little hard to erase on this paper, but if you keep working on it, you can still erase it. That's why when we draw, we don't really draw or mark dark lines, because we're gonna have to like erase it a little bit. I'm gonna fill it in so that way you can see it, because maybe in the video it might be a little bit hard to see due to the lighting. So for now, I'm just gonna fill it in, that way it's easier for you to see. Some people like a softer front. You don't have to, like, you know, make them all square. It can be like round off at the top right here. I like more of like a square front, but I don't really go square, obviously. It's either combo hair strokes or very light ombre. And I'm gonna fill this side in as well. In real life, you want to adjust anywhere that you might see of the asymmetry. I will show you in a separate video when it comes to like the model. I do it on human, but for this practice pad, please spend some time practicing to try to remember the measurements. So now we have the shape of the brow of this model.